Hey there, it's Jim and Debbie with another episode of the Midday Minutes. Good to have the band back together, huh?
It really is. We missed you last week, but I think we forged on.
Yeah, we ought a special shout out to Colleen, a best friend of the show, for filling in for the both of us over the past 2 weeks,
Right.
giving us a breather from the grind of production of this.
Yes, indeed.
All right, she did a nice job filling in.
Absolutely.
So on today's episode, which is number 38, we're going to look back, we're going to look forward, and we will look sideways. But before we do that, we have a couple of contest winners to announce, don't we?
We really have quite a few, actually. And by quite a few, I mean two.
Two. That was exactly what I said. Right?
Two. Yes, two.
The first, we'll start with our $1,000 winner from the finale, the summer series finale, which aired on Sunday on our YouTube channel. And one lucky viewer had the opportunity to win a $1,000 donation to the charity of his or her choice, simply by commenting on that episode of the show with the hashtag ENFtoYou. And the winner was?
The winner is Lucy Shaw.
Congratulations, Lucy. Why don't you reach out to us? You can comment on this show if you're watching, or send an email to ENF@Elks.org. We'll also try to reach out to you, Lucy. But we want you to tell us where you would like us to send that $1,000 donation. Any charity you want, we're happy to support them in honor of you.
Yeah, pretty cool. Congratulations to Lucy.
Yeah, that was a fun little thing that we did. I think we managed to get in touch with everybody except the winner from the Get Social episode, right? The bot, R2D2.
Right.
Well, I think it was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was something close to that.
It was something like R2D2. It was like a bot thing. Anyway, but all the other ones we were able to get in touch with and award those. We supported some pretty cool charities, from food banks to the Special Olympics.
Right.
So. And then also, of course, every week on the Midday Minute, we have a comment contest. All you have to do is comment on the episode with the hashtag ENFMidday, answer a question specifically, or just tell us what you thought of the show with that hashtag ENFMidday. And then we select one person randomly to win a $50 soft credit to the ENF funded program of their choice. And the winner from last week's episode is?
The winner is Ronnie Elsheimer.
Congratulations, Ronnie. Just comment below, or again, email ENF@Elks.org and tell us how you would like to apply, how you would like us to apply your soft credit.
Congratulations to Ronnie as well.
Today, by the way, was the first day of school at the Kelly household. It was a half day. And I don't know if you can hear all the commotion, but both kids are back from school, and they're raising a ruckus.
Oh.
Patrick is, I think it's some app through Facebook. It's like a kid's messenger thing. So he has Megan's phone, and he's communicating with a few friends from school.
That's
and
nice.
Then Jane is just doing Jane-like things, which tend to be messy and noisy.
Third and first grade?
Jane's only in kindergarten.
Kindergarten, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Seems like she was in preschool forever.
Right, yeah, I guess I always have her a year older.
Yeah.
But she's probably old. Is she old for her age? I mean,
yeah,
for her grade?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, they had a Zoom call where her class did like a meet and greet via Zoom last week, and one of the teachers said, they have two teachers, and one of them said that all the kids are going to learn to read in kindergarten. Jane said, I already know how to read.
So she should be in first grade.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. I bet they were happy to be back.
Do
they have to wear their uniforms today? And do they have
they have
masks that match their uniforms?
Well, they have a 2-week reprieve on wearing their uniforms.
Okay.
The school switched to a new company that failed to deliver uniforms in time. So consequently, 2 weeks they can wear whatever they want. But they do have to have masks on, yeah.
That's exciting for Catholic school kids. I know, because I was one, and any day I didn't have to wear my uniform was a good day.
Yeah, Megan tried to dress Patrick up for school in plaid shorts. He's like, can't I just wear what I always wear? So he went with sweat shorts and a t-shirt. So that's the way we roll.
That's right. He's still on pandemic time.
Yep. All right. So anyway, let's look back. We wrapped up the summer series on Sunday.
We did.
It was a lot of fun. We did 5 episodes, 4 starring you and me. And I think we created some pretty good content, and we built, I think, a pretty loyal audience, and it was a lot of fun. It was a grind. I'm not sorry it's over, but I am kind of sorry it's over.
Right. Yeah. Bittersweet.
Yeah, it was. Lots of dramatic shots of slow motion shots of the two of us in the past few episodes.
It's so funny. So funny.
Yeah.
The film crew that we worked with did a fantastic job. So shout out to Folio Films. I think that's what they're I know it's Folio.
Great.
And to our communications team, certainly Christine Robinson. I told her she is the Aaron Rodgers of our staff. She's a great quarterback, and Kathleen also did a great job too.
Yeah, the two of them, they put in a lot of time.
Yeah.
We were the talent. We just showed up and knocked it out of the park. But they had to make a lot of things happen behind the scenes.
They sure did. But it was a lot of fun, and that walk up the stairs in slow-mo.
I did that in episode 4 of the ENFtoYou show. You got to do it in episode 5 of the finale.
Yeah. The guys were really creative, and I think we all had a lot of fun doing it. But if you stayed and watched the bloopers, you heard me talking about being hot. Now, I love the heat and I love the humidity, and that room about pushed me to the edge. It was so hot and stifling and
there's
sweaty.
no air conditioning in the public areas of the memorial. So in our offices, those are climate controlled, but the public spaces are not.
Right.
And I didn't think the reception hall was that bad. You were a little hotter than I was, but the round room where we did our first 3 episodes, that got really hot. There's a small space with the bright lights, and 5 of us in there. And,
yes.
Yeah, especially the ENFtoYou show, man. That was a long day.
Right. But so much fun, and really appreciate all of our middies who did the crossover to watch the summer series and commented, and just like they do on the show.
Great seeing them in the chat and the comments. And if you haven't already, please consider checking out our survey about the summer series. I know a lot of people don't like to do surveys because they feel like it's pointless, but we actually do look at our survey results and consider them. And incorporate feedback into our planning.
Right.
So, we want to hear what you thought of the summer series, what you would like to see us do in the future, what we could have done better, all that stuff. You can go to enf.elks.org/summer survey to complete that. It's a brief survey, won't take much of your time at all, and your feedback is invaluable. So, all of the content we have been generating for this, what some of us at the office call non-vention. Right, it's a convention alternative, non-vention. Right. Officially ends on Friday with the final take a break, which is again you and me, and we're going to be doing something very similar to what we did in the core of this last episode, the finale. We're just going to answer questions.
Yeah. So if you have questions, please pose them in the comments below. Yeah,
or just show up at Facebook Live at 10 a.m. Central on Friday, and we're just going to answer what's in the chat.
Right.
And it's going to be unfiltered, unvarnished. We're just going to, you ask, we're going to give you answers.
Huh. At least we are well-versed and experienced in that sort of thing.
Yes, right. Please join us for that. And then really the last thing we're doing is our donor event on Sunday, which, unlike the summer series, which were pre-recorded, the donor event is going to be live.
Pre-recorded? What?
Yeah, I mean, we had each one of them premiere, but they weren't live because of, all the stuff we were trying to assemble, and a lot of them had Zoom calls and stuff. It was just, it was easier just to record them in advance.
This episode is the making of the summer series.
Yeah, right. We're showing you how the sausage was made.
Yes.
The turnaround was pretty fast on that last episode because we recorded Thursday and then aired on Sunday. But like the ENFtoYou show, I think aired on August 12th, but we recorded it on July 30th. So,
right. Wait, I'd like to say, I don't know if anybody commented on this, but how cool was that drone shot at the end? My husband loved it. He's like, that is so cool to see the perspective of where your building is compared to downtown.
Because the first 3 episodes we were in had the drone shots leading into the building, but we didn't see the filming of that.
Right.
So we actually, we saw that, the drone shot coming at us and going over our heads, and
Right.
it was really pretty neat.
It was really cool. And it was a beautiful day, and certainly the city
Well, how
is
about,
so
I forget
gorgeous.
which episode, I guess it was the Hoop Shoot show that ended with you on the lawn, right? Or was that the
Yeah.
Two Grands? The Hoop Shoot show, right?
The Hoop Shoot show. Mm-hmm.
So when you were recording your closing statement for that episode, remember there was a drone up in the sky?
Yes,
Somebody else's drone?
yes. So maybe I'm being featured somewhere else that I don't know about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not used to seeing those drones. They're weird looking.
They're unsettling, but that shot makes them.
It's cool. So cool.
Yeah, really neat.
All right. Donor event Sunday, and then we are done. Then our non-convention is over finally. We have an impact grant announcement coming.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next episode of the Minute.
Okay.
And Colleen mentioned last week, but worth mentioning again, that the Legacy Awards contest starts on September 1st. So we'll touch on that next week too.
Right. If you have a senior, and not just you, a child, or Elks children, grandchildren are eligible. But not just you, anybody else in the lodge who might have kids who are eligible, make sure they know about that scholarship opportunity.
Yeah, and for this contest, we're increasing it by 50 awards. So we'll be awarding 350 Legacy Awards in April, which is fantastic.
More opportunities. Yeah, it's a $4,000 scholarship, which is nothing to sneeze at. Every bit helps, right?
And if you do sneeze at it, be sure to do it in your elbow.
Oh, absolutely, into your elbow. We should all be doing that by now. Most Valuable Student has been underway for a couple weeks now.
Right. Yep. Since August 5th.
Right.
It's going strong.
The deadline is what, mid-November for that?
November 15th.
So once again, let the high school seniors in your life, in your neighborhood, whatever, let them know about this scholarship opportunity. They could win up to $50,000 to help them go to college. So.
That's right.
And then, of course, SIP is just still going like gangbusters, huh?
Oh, yeah. I just checked before we hopped on to our Zoom here, and there were still, I think, 65 submitted Beacon grants. They're ready to be reviewed and approved. So that number is always above 50. They get it down and it goes right back up. So pretty exciting, though.
It's good. And it's easier to use Beacon grants than ever before, because we will simply allow you to use that for a passive project, a donation to a partner organization, or for COVID relief or whatever, if you can't serve actively in your community.
Right.
Or aren't comfortable serving actively in your community.
Yeah. That's why we're trying to get through those as fast as we can.
Right. And then what's happening with the Hoop Shoot? I mean, I know, we've covered it, but I mean, isn't there a mailing being ready to go or something like that?
Yeah, we're prepping the mailing. That will be ready to go in early September. It's going to require that the lodge registers its contest if it's choosing to have one. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the packet out to the lodge. So more information about that in early September. We're working very diligently on the service scorecard as well, and we look to that will likely launch on October 1st and run through March. So lots of things happening.
So far, we've heard from a couple of states that have said, you know what, we don't feel it's safe to hold contests at all this year, right? We're going to suspend participation until next year. But we've also heard from a couple who are all in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that the ones who are all in are planning to be all in, and then they will obviously have to make, So that's okay. Yeah.
And so there you go. That kind of completes our look back, our look forward, and our look sideways. Lots of stuff happening. Any other thoughts before we wrap up?
I'm looking forward to seeing you on Facebook Live on Friday.
Facebook Live on Friday, and then we've got the donor event, the live stream of the donor event on Sunday.
Yeah, so much exciting stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to taking some time off from being a media personality.
Really taking a break?
I mean, yeah, taking an actual break.
I don't think your fans will allow that. So.
Maybe. At some point, it's still possible that we will pivot or we will return to a bi-weekly schedule for the Midday Minute. It just didn't seem to make sense to do it during the summer when there was just so much to talk about and promote.
Yeah.
But as the summer series fades into the background, there may be an opportunity to go back to doing this once every other week.
Well, I guess the last question I have for you is, are you going to beard long and prosper?
I mean, I loved that was really, well, you can hear it in the finale when you're like, let's take a look. I'm like, what are we watching? Yes, I had no idea. I had no idea that you guys did that. And I was touched by it, and I thought it was hilarious too.
It's hilarious. And as I said, I didn't realize that literally every episode of the Midday Minute, you were basically talking about your beard.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just kind of shaving once a week now or something. Yeah, I don't.
This is
the problem
the hygiene corner.
Yeah, the problem, like I really, I do miss the beard, but that was 4 months of work, and it gets to about 3 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks, where it's itchy all the time.
Huh.
I don't want to go through that phase again.
Okay. Wow.
If I could just go, woo, and magic wand and have it back to where it was, I would do that, but I can't. So, we'll see.
All right. Well, we'll leave everybody with that.
Yep. All right, everybody. Just a reminder to comment on this episode with the hashtag ENFMidday. We will enter you into a drawing to possibly win a $50 soft credit to the ENF funded program of your choice. If you liked this episode, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Either way, share it far and wide. I noticed that you were mocking me and share it far and wide on your social network. The shares really do help us spread the word. If you're not already subscribing to our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that button and smash the bell, tap the bell, ring the bell, so you'll be notified every time we post new content. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.